All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now Rosen finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Set him back 5. The Texans were penalized 124 times last year, 3rd most in the NFL, and now they come up 1st and 15.
All right, here we go. Green, 39, green.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flush to his right. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Boom, landed!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Man open left side. It's Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out comes Houston. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Miller on the catch over the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Rosen to throw. And that's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now it's Rosen looking. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. And taken right at the 35. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gone, 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 gone.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. His throw incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Defense. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hut.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Gone! 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 Hut.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
Let's go.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
319.
Now they try the right side here. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Rosen will throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Ty Montgomery as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they'll go on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And on the ground they go with the running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Set. 319. 319. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll run it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And Gabriel's got him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And on that long
there, I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will lose lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second down, here's Rosen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Ty Montgomery with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Blake. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jordan Leggett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
But that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Blake. And it's a fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Rosen to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rosen off the play action. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! Be ready! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Blake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So a big two-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Gone.
He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Lucky 56.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.